Just over a year ago, I was here in the Kruger National Park with Kevin Pietersen as he launched the Legacy Experience, a fundraiser for rhino conservation. We had such a good time. We're back again this year. The focus is broader on conservation, guests from all over the world, plenty of famous faces, Mark Boucher amongst them, and a chance to raise some money, have some fun, and enjoy a few days in what, as you can see, is a quite beautiful part of the world. Kevin, I have to be honest, I arrived here thinking, how on earth can you improve on last year's Legacy Experience? You've done it pretty comprehensively.
I haven't put, okay, well, sort of, to a little bit. I've done a small part of what Derek McCaskill has actually put this whole show together. I was very, very nervous. For those of you who've watched Fire Festival, and you've got all your high net worth friends from all over the world, and they've flown in to celebrate my transition from cricketer to conservationist. And when you're telling them that they're staying in luxury tents here in the Kruger National Park, and I actually think that this oasis, this Legacy Oasis here in this riverbed is nothing short of magnificent. And I think here you guys have quickly realized over the last 5-6 years that this is my happy place. I can dress however I want to dress, I can take my shoes off, and I can serve the people who are walking around in these bushes now trying to protect the animals. And luckily enough, I did come to the abrupt end of my career, and it was pretty newsworthy. So being on the front, middle, back pages has allowed me to create some sort of a string of really close friends who I trust, who trust me to put on something like this. And when you're able to hand over a R3 million check last year to Sandparks for the Fleur system, which is something probably which is the proudest day of my life, which happened last week, and we're going to be getting a demonstration this afternoon on how it works. That kind of stuff just makes me so happy. And even though I went through a real bad couple of years in England, that this environment, my lodge here in the bush, and everything that's African is completely rejuvenated again.
We need it to be slightly happier though, because the one issue that is still such a problem is poaching, the rhino, the conservation. But where we are now, do you feel confident that you see a future where our rhino is safer and where our conservation is no longer the war that it currently is?
Yeah, because there's so many good people doing good things. And I mean, you sit around, you look in this tent and you add up the wealth that's just here in the Kruger National Park at the moment. We're talking billions of dollars of wealth. And when you're dealing with those kinds of people, they can make a difference. And I want these guys to leave here ambassadors of the bush. I want them committed to the cause. I want them fully embracing what we do. And I think what Boucher, Jakes, Jock Cullis and Graham Smith did for me in 2013, bringing me here, experience this, going on the relocation of those white rhino, and then getting a call about an elephant snare and helicoptering it to releasing an elephant, taking the snare off the elephant. What encapsulated my love affair and rejuvenated my spirit of Africa is exactly what we are all doing here. I mean, this is not my show, Dan. You've been incredible on stage and you've been able to spread that message, although trying to be funny at the same time, and actually being very, very funny at the same time. But just being able to just continually just turn that wheel, Bouch, get Mark Boucher's drive back into it. I'm back here to back Bouch, but I'm just an undercurrent using my profile, I think, and my mates to create great things. And we're doing great things with great people. That's what our slogan is.
You certainly are, and it's been fantastic to see. It's great to just be a small part of it.
Yeah.
There is a long journey ahead, but the right people are part of that journey. You're very much at the forefront of it. So we'll forgive you for everything you did in your cricket career.
Thanks, Dan.
And thank you for what you're doing now, because you are making a fundamental difference. And I know you play down your role, but it's a massive one. It's a crucial one. And I think with people like yourself involved, our rhino in particular, do have a brighter future. So this is probably the highlight of the legacy experience. Don't worry, the elephant behind me is not dead, it's not sick, it's not ill, it's just been darted. It's taken a while to get down. Malcolm Marks is easier to put down than one of these big guys, but he's down for us to be able to take some samples, take some tests, test the medical condition of the elephant population. A little later on this morning, back up on his feet and away he goes. But for now, I'm going to go over and take on my new part-time job, which is elephant vet. So that roar in the background, that's the elephant peacefully asleep. Reminds me slightly of my wife, actually. He's recovering now. What we've done is very quickly tested him, taken some blood, had a look at the health. And it's really important in terms of the park to know just how the elephants are doing, how the population is surviving. It was maybe a little traumatic to start with, but once he's up and about, he'll be absolutely fine. We'll know some more about the elephants. And for those of us here, we've had an incredibly personal, intimate experience with one of the great creatures of our planet.